Welcome to my wellness workshop in Temple Spa. This is something that we regularly take into businesses and private homes, but because we can't do that at the moment, I thought I would come into your home. So welcome. And this is how you can replicate a lovely spa wellness, sort of a pit stop spa in your own home. You can do it on your own or with the family. And let me just give you some of my tips. Well, first of all, I have my lovely crate of products, and then I can take them to any room so that I can create a spa. And one of the first things that we do if you come to one of our spas and have a Temple Spa treatment is we start with a welcome ritual. And I'm going to show you how you can do that to really help what often is a really tight area around the neck, particularly because a lot of us are working on our PCs and screens, and it's so easy to get tech neck and get the tightness around here. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is to apply some R. Now, R is one of our best-selling products, and it's not surprising. I actually think it should be on prescription because it is such an amazing product. It's a beautiful cream gel, and it has lots of gorgeous essential oils in it, and also some menthol and some peppermint, and so it's very cooling. What I'm going to do, you can put it on your feet, your legs, your aching limbs, but I'm actually going to massage some of this around my neck here, and I can feel those knots that are there, and it just helps to smooth out the tension in the back of my neck here and the top of my shoulders. Then I'm going to take my hot flannel. Now this I just popped in some really hot water, and I'm going to pop that around my neck here, which is immediately the contrast between the cool and the hot is just divine. And straight away I can feel myself starting to relax. In the background, you might be able to hear this. I have got a most beautiful album playing, which is called The Repose Suite. It's our own Temple Spa music, and you can download it on iTunes. It's called The Repose Suite by Chris Eaton, who composed it for us. And that will just help your whole spa experience. If not, pop on some Classic FM or ABC Lounge so that you can get that lovely sense of relaxation. And so after I've got this sorting my neck out here, the next thing I'm going to do is some breathing. And to assist me with this, I'm going to take my bowl, which has got some boiling water in my bowl here. You can use a mug. Just pour in a little bit of boiling water, and then you can spritz in. We have a couple of choices. Today I'm going to use Spiritude because I need some energy. I'm filming this during the day, and so I need some energy. And so I would spritz into my bowl this beautiful, energizing spritz. And the boiling water is helping to release those gorgeous essential oils, which are energizing. Its partner product is called Quietude. So actually, if you want some relaxation and some calm and some peace, then I would go for that option as well. But either way, you spritz it into your boiling water. And then as I put my face over that water, I'm getting these delicious aromas that are helping me to feel like I want to do some better breathing. And so I'm just going to teach you just a practical way of being able to do some really good breathing. Most of us shallow breathe, and unless we really think about it, it's something which can easily disappear, that sense of calm that comes from when we do concentrate intentionally on our breathing. So here's a little tip. First of all, we need to think about our posture, and I find it best to do this when I'm seated in a chair and I push my back against the back of the chair rather than leaning forward. And then make sure that your feet are planted on the ground, firmly, both feet planted on the ground. And then my hands are just on my lap here. So it drops my shoulders, so it stops them from being like this. And then you think about where your tongue is. Often if you're stressed or you're trying to work out something, your tongue can get pushed into the roof of your mouth. And so it's a really good idea to drop it. And then that also relieves some tension in your jaw. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to teach you how to do the 3, 4, 5 trick of breathing. You breathe in through your nose to the count of 3, you hold for 4, and then you breathe out through a little hole in your mouth for 5. So we go like this. It's something your children will enjoy doing. And it really helps if you do that 3 times to the count of 3, 4, and 5. And sometimes when you get really good, you can actually blow out for a lot longer. And that helps your deep breathing to come from your diaphragm and not from your chest. The next thing we're going to do is some lovely facial massage. And it's using one of our absolute favorite products, probably my favorite product. It's called Repose, and it's an aromatherapy resting cream. And the way that we use this, I use this every single night. I would not even dream of going to sleep, or I probably couldn't go to sleep if I didn't put my application of Repose on my face and chest every night. But for now, I'm going to show you how to use it as a little temple balm. And so what you do is take a tiny amount into your fingers, just warm it up on the end of your fingers. Place your elbows on a nice firm table. Use your thumbs to support your chin, and then pop your fingers onto your temple. And nice and firmly rotate your fingers around your temple so that it starts to release that tension which you often get in this area. And when you've done that for about half a minute, then you can actually then take your fingers and stretch them over the top of your eyebrow into the center like this. This is often the seat of a headache. This is where headaches can start. You can actually smooth out a headache. You know, this is why we call them worry lines here, because this is where we do our thinking. This is where we do our problem solving, but it's also where we can gather a lot of tension. So by just massaging this area here and going back to our temples, we can give ourselves a beautiful head massage ourselves. And that really does help to alleviate tension through the day. Another place that we hold tension is our hands, and particularly if right now we're typing a lot more, we're texting, we're just using our hands, then it's really good to get some tension out of our hands. A couple of things I will use is Peace Be Still. That's a beautiful product, which is a balm that you can use all over your body, but marvelous as a hand lotion. We also have Palm Balm. This is something that I have all over the house, and this is my lovely All Is Well. And for this is a hand lotion. I have this at every single sink and basin in my house, because of course we're all washing our hands a lot more at the moment, so our hands are very dry. So this doubles up as super hydration for the hands. But while we apply it, just take a moment to give yourself a bit of a hand massage. And here's a really good exercise. In this prayer pose, push your hands together really firmly and then enjoy a stretch. This is just like when you do a neck stretch, but you're doing the same thing with your hands, and you're doing it with your wrists. And this is a lovely way to get some exercise. And then you can start to stretch your fingers, take each one in turn. I'm speeding this up, but you get the picture. You can just use this as a way to get some lovely exercise into your hands and wrists. Really essential at this time. Sometimes I'll even just take an elastic band and put it into my hands and do some stretching like that. So that's kind of done with our relaxation. And finally, I would say, if you want some energy, what I do is I take my toning essence and I just spritz my face. This is a wonderful hydration spray. It's got some basil and tomato. It's got melon and ginger. So all those lovely salads. I feel like I'm just getting a Mediterranean spritz on my face. And that is just very energizing and helps with rehydration as well. But sometimes I just even pull a little piece of mint, and just that process of slowing down, taking in the natural aromas that we find in all our Temple Spa products. It does it for me, and I hope it will do it for you. And I just want to give you my love now and say, stay strong, stay well, and stay connected with us. We're here for you. Lots of love.